welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute and easy Valentine's Day wreath with this cute little gnome sign that I found at Dollar Tree. Stay tuned and I will show you how to make it.
All right, y'all, let us get started. So here I have a 14-inch wreath frame, and I know I've got a lot going on this table right here. I've got several videos in progress going on this table. But anyway, we have our 14-inch wire wreath frame, and then we have some 6-inch deco mesh. Now, you're going to be using roughly 30 yards of 6-inch mesh. If you want to get some good mesh, you need to check out either The Wreath Shop or Mel's Crafty Mojo. Both of those have excellent mesh, excellent ribbon, and fast shipping. So if you'll look in the description box and in the pinned comments, I will have links to where you can go to their sites, and they're getting in tons of cute new Valentine's Day stuff. But anyway, I'm going to be using that mesh. I'm also going to be using this ribbon. Now, this ribbon looks really, really red, but it's pretty sheer, okay? Because the sign that we're going to be using is this red truck sign. Isn't that cute? Now, this came from Dollar Tree, but Mel's and the Wreath Shop all have really cute Valentine's Day signs. I just saw this and I grabbed it because, you know, gnomes. Now, this sign on the outer edges here is very red, which is why all of my deco mesh on here is going to be white, okay, to try to break that up a little bit. But anyway, let's get this out of the way, and I'm going to be using the Cruffle method. I know I haven't made a wreath using the Cruffle method in a while. And first, to do that, we're going to cut our mesh to 20 inches in length, okay? Okay, right there. And the way that I cut my mesh is using a method from my awesome friend Michelle of A Noble Touch, who created this method of using a wood burner to cut your mesh. And you just want to very carefully, and I'm going very slowly, you know, going in between, you see the lines going down? Try to stay in between those lines. Don't cut at an angle. You want to stay in between those lines as much as possible. That is going to help it to stop fraying, okay? And this right here is very thick. So you just want to cut it like so. All right, so that is cut, and I cut a piece of ribbon. I also took a pipe cleaner and I cut that pipe cleaner in half, and then you're going to fold that half into a V. Lay that down. Now for our ribbon here, I cut this ribbon at 9 inches. Why? Because our mesh is 6 inches wide, and I always like to cut the ribbon 1.5 times the width of the mesh, okay? Just cutting a V in the ends here. Yes, I know it's called dovetailing. So we have this. So now we're going to make our Cruffle. It's called a Cruffle because it's sort of like a combination of two other types of wreath folds. So just take your both ends like this and just kind of roll it up on each other like so. Okay, you see how we've got a little bit rolled up on both ends? Then you're going to take the center and just scrunch it up like that. Okay, and that is your Cruffle that hides the ends. It rolls up on these ends and it makes it look very nice and full. Okay, so I'm just going to take that and pinch between my fingers. And then we're going to take the ribbon with the pretty side facing out and just lay on top of that like so. Take your pipe cleaner and try to aim for the center here. Do the best you can. Aim for the center. And then give it a good twist in the back. Like so. And there is your Cruffle. Fluff out your ribbon a little bit so you can see the pretty parts. Okay. And now we're going to get our frame here, and we're going to be working around these center 2 rings, okay? Not the outer one, not the inner one, but the center 2. Wrap your pipe cleaner around, grab it, flip it over, and just give it a twist, and there is your Cruffle. Now, I'm not going to put ribbon on every single one of them. I think I'm going to put ribbon on every 3rd one, okay? On every 3rd one. So there is our first one, and I'm going to work on this section, and once I get this section filled up, we'll come back and take a look. All right, so let's take a look at what I have so far. Now, ideally, you want to use pipe cleaners the same color as your mesh, but you know, if you're like me and you can't find them anywhere and you're still waiting on an order to arrive from Amazon, then, you know, work with what you have. But anyway, I'm looking at this, and y'all know I do this all the darn time. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking that I don't want my sign directly in the middle. I think I'm going to put my sign down here kind of at an angle. So if I do that, then you're not going to need nearly as much mesh as I told you in the beginning. But it's okay, because at the end of the video, like I do with my wreath videos, I'll tell you how much mesh and how much ribbon I used. But see, with the size of this sign, I think it might look better down here at an angle. But anyway, I'm going to keep working on this. I'm going to fill up. Let's see if we can get our sign just so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we only need to fill up about 4 sections of our wreath. So let me work on that some more. And of course, when I come back, I'll tell you how much mesh and how much ribbon. Look in the description box, and I'll also pin a comment that tells you how much I used. But anyway, let me work on this, and I'll be right back. All right, so I used right at 20 yards of mesh and 3 yards of ribbon, and that was 2.5-inch ribbon. But like I said, look in the description box and I'll pin a comment. So anyway, we have our sign here, and I'm out of my little cable tie mounts that I usually use. So I have hot glued my pipe cleaners, 1 up here and 2 down here. So let's get this. And like I said, I want this to be off center here. So we're just going to get this in place, and then I'm going to get the fuzzy off. I'm going to run the pipe cleaners down through our frame, wherever you can put them. I know this is difficult to see. You can't see it because it's on the back. But anyway, I'm running the pipe cleaners down through the frame, and I'm just going to tighten it up on the back here. And I will move this mesh around a little bit here in a second. But anyway, let's just tighten this sign down right quick. All right, so our sign is on. And now I have these are in a Ziploc bag, but these had come from Dollar Tree, I believe. These are just little foam hearts, table scatter, if you will. So I'm going to put a blob of hot glue on the back, and then I'm just going to glue them down wherever I see fit. You know, just give it a little extra something, something. Just gluing them down all over the mesh. You might have to hold it in place until the glue sets up, depending on the angle you're going for. But anyway, just going to glue these down all over the wreath, and then it'll be done. Fast, quick, and easy. So let me finish these. You've already seen the wreath at the beginning. Someone left a comment, I would like to see the finished wreath more than 3 seconds. Honey, the wreath is shown in its entirety at the beginning of my videos. All you got to do is watch it, and you will see it. It's also shown at the end. And if you feel that I go too fast, there's a thing called a pause button. Pause the video. But anyway, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.